Welcome to the Courtney Show.
Hi, how's it going?
So damn funny.
Did you hear it?
No, it's not fair. I have to listen to the theme song every morning, and there's always some lively conversation going on in the room.
You'll like it. It's funny.
I'm just going to start turning microphones on every now and again.
It shows how much we know you and don't know you.
A friend of mine asked me to send them like any of the pets that we have in their names. And I said, I was asking about Nikki's dogs. I'm like, I know Marion. What's the other one? Luigi.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, everybody knows your dog, Tim. Don't worry. Max. Mm-hmm. And then I said, I sent her Ruby as the name of one of Brando's cats, but that's his niece.
Yeah.
And his grandma.
You got the name in there. Just not an animal.
Cosmo, Rosie, and
Stella.
Stella let me come up with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stella. I could not think of Stella. And I just told her Peebo for me.
She can't afford.
I'm not getting involved.
Yeah.
The other one should just say the cat.
Baby cat? Mama?
Well, one of the kittens that we have that we're fostering right now is way smaller than the other two, like just teensy.
Bitsy?
And Alex is like, I think we should just call her Bitsy. And I was like, I think that might go awry.
Well-
I've heard that she could end up being a big old gal.
Yeah, that's how Bitsy... Bitsy was the tiniest little cat. Mm-hmm. And little short arms. And then she just expanded, but not her legs.
Still has the short arms, though.
Yes. She's like a big football. So we were discussing pets. Off the air before that even, when I came in, you guys were talking about judging of the chicken wing contest, the wing ding thing that you did. And I just thought of this, like, did you ever think as a child that you would be a judge for so many things? Because you've judged a lot of things.
You can dream.
You've done
Yeah.
a comedy thing. Like, it's a bizarre thing that we do that they want us, even if we're not experts in it,
They want you involved.
they want you to be a judge for stuff.
I don't think I've ever judged anything
Oh,
as,
you
as a
haven't?
radio person.
Well, we'll get your name out
I'm judging
there.
things in here every day.
My judging past is still a sore subject for Alex. She still likes to bring up as one of the horrible things that I've done to her. Because when I lived in Springfield and she was living in Chicago, she'd come down to visit me all the time. And one of the first weekends she came down, and I told her prior to her coming, I said, I have to do a station thing, for the radio station on Friday night. So I have to go do that. She's like, that's fine. I'll go along. No big deal. I'm like, are you sure? Yep. No big deal. Well, I had to help judge an amateur contest at a strip club in Springfield.
No.
Whoa.
Yes. And she knew. She went along, and then she still complains about it, which I say, hey, I told you
It's a pretty great story, though.
this was going to happen.
Okay, so what are they doing at the amateur strip contest? And what time is this?
This is in the evening. It's a Friday night.
Friday night, how late, though?
I mean,
Like
it's-
6?
Yeah, maybe. It felt like it was later than that. There were people showing up for this. This was an attraction.
Did they have cheering sections for them, like the amateurs, or were they not telling anyone?
I don't feel like most of them brought people with them, but there was a very good crowd. And I think that we did the reason I got roped into it is because it was like 3 months long or something, or maybe 2 months long. So like every Friday or every Tuesday or something, they would have amateur night, and then whoever won from that night would then get thrown into this pool. So I think
championship.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think people had to go and judge on different nights, and so there were a lot of us that had to get involved in the judging, and then I think that was the finale, which was why it was on a
Oh, it was all
Friday
the
night.
best of the best.
The best of the best. And so then there were a bunch of us had to be there for that.
Wow.
And judge.
If you guys
I
were-
had my little score sheet and everything. I was like, this is ridiculous.
What was on the score
I
sheet?
don't remember. Originality.
It was like a Riz show segment.
Athleticism, because they're there's stuff
Sure.
going on. There's the pole and they're swinging and You know, you don't just stand up there and take your clothes off and be like, all right, here I am.
If you guys were in a rom-com, Alex would have somehow won the contest.
Like, I don't know what she was expecting. I'm like, this is going to be a whole
I mean, she's
thing.
going to a strip club. What was the strip club called?
Deja vu. I think the vu's still there. They don't serve alcohol. It's a weird thing. It's because they like
Had too many problems?
No, it's like a
They
city
lost their
ordinance.
yeah.
liquor
It's
license?
like a city ordinance thing. They're like, look, we don't like you being here. You can't serve any alcohol, but we can't seem to get rid of you completely. So,
But
you can be open, but no booze.
Probably
Oh.
bring it or something, right?
No, not even that. That's you got to
Can you
go.
imagine
This
bringing
makes-
your own coolers to it?
I think there's places
No,
like
there's a
that.
place outside of Springfield called Wildside that was they advertised with our station too.
So weird.
That makes me feel better because Emma picks on me because one of her first times coming to visit me, we went down to Cape Girardeau and I did comedy sets. So whenever she
Yes.
brings that up, I'm gonna be like, ever tell you about when Alex first?
She probably knew going in. You're like, I have to do
Yeah,
a show. Oh, it's fine. It'll be fun.
yeah.
No, they say it's fine, but it was not.
It
fine.
wasn't until probably
Years
marriage
later.
At the
that
time,
then hit
she
me
was
with
like,
it.
"Oh, that was okay, I guess."
And then the other thing she hits me with is, I guess another one of her first visits. I think we're leaving a comedy show, and she's like, "Oh, I'm hungry," and I was like, "No problem." And I drove to Schnucks, as opposed to like some cool restaurant,
like a
it was
late night
late.
cool thing.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
I want to
late.
just go home.
She's like, "You just drove to a grocery store."
What is she called? Snooks?
No, she called Deerberg's Deal Bugs. But we went to we went to Schnucks that night. And I didn't know that. I don't even remember that. And then years later, she reminded me of it. And I didn't even get it once she was complaining. I was like, where would you have gone? What should I?
That's like we don't know. She came down to visit me another time when I was in Redbud, and she still brings up she's mad because like my friend John and I decided to play tennis while she was here. She's like, so I just had to sit there and watch you guys play tennis. I'm like, I doubt that was the plan. I think I probably was like, hey, we'll all play tennis. You know, like, and she just was like, I don't want to play.
She's athletic. She was a
Yeah, I'm
volleyballer.
like, this would be fun for us. And then it ended up just being the two of us playing. It's like, well, that's on you. We probably wanted you to play and you didn't want to play. Nope, that's my fault. My fault.
We should get our significant others on and find out like what they were dragged to, because poor Nick's been to a lot of things,
Oh, yeah, I bet.
and I wonder what stands out to him as like the worst thing that he's been to. I can tell you, I remember I had to take him to some kind of, it was a beauty pageant for men. And it was like it wasn't the fire, maybe it was fire department. I'm not exactly sure, but I had to be the host.
Oh,
And
judging is better.
yes.
Host is too much
Host
work.
is- yeah.
Judge, you just
Judge,
sit there and drink
fill
a
out.
bottle of water and write stuff down.
But I don't even know. You'll have to get Nick to tell you the story. But I kind of made fun of this guy's grammar that came up. And Nick's like, I'm looking around. Everybody's bigger than me. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, they know I'm with you.
You're picking a fight.
Yeah. But it would be interesting to find. Did you ever have to go to any weird things with Nikki?
Yeah, I've been in a lot of things with Nikki. I'm trying to think if anything was
She's always been up, like,
torture.
she's not as low as us in our careers. She's always, her tiers are higher.
Yeah, this stuff's a little more fun,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go to Hawaii.
She might be
yeah.
getting paid to be there.
But there are a few. Today she's getting some award at the at America Center. And it's like she and Jackie Joyner-Kersee are getting some St. Louis award.
They
so I'm going
are?
to that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I was like, you're with JJK?
What is it?
I don't know.
That's cool. I saw that
Yeah,
she's
maybe I'll
hosting the Guns and Hoses this year.
Yeah, she's
I
doing
heard
that. Yeah, she's doing that. So yeah, you know, like
That's a pretty big deal.
I'm trying to
She's
think
not
that-
at the mall judging American Idol singers.
Yeah.
That don't even get to for sure go in front of the judges.
Yeah.
I went with her like 2 years ago, right when we started hanging out again. She got hired to do some guy's like like 60th birthday party or maybe like his anniversary, something.
Yeah, like her private gig stuff.
Yes. And so like we went to West Palm Beach
Wow.
and they put her up in this amazing place and
Yeah.
she had a bunch of
sounds
friends.
terrible.
That's almost exactly like me at the VU on the
Yeah, at the
Friday night
VU.
drinking Dr. Pepper.
How long of a set does she do for a private gig?
I think she was up there for a little while. I mean, I would guess like 45 minutes.
But then
Was she
you're at
opening
a.
for Buzz Sutherland? Because that was my show in Cape Charlotte.
It was.
Buzz Sutherland.
I have quite a
Like,
past with
yeah,
Buzz
I know.
Sutherland. Buzz Sutherland used to be my good friend.
Yeah.
I was going to go to a concert with her last night of an artist that she likes that I'd never heard of, and that would have been tough.
Yeah, it's like when I made Nick go see Rufus Wainwright and Guster.
Oh yeah.
And,
if you didn't know those
and-
bands, you'd
yes.
be like, I don't want to do this.
I think he liked Rufus Wainwright. Guster was the one he didn't, and Ben Folds. And
Oh,
but
yeah, Ben Folds is
I know.
think is universally.
I don't think he loves any of them.
Yeah.
That's a long night if you don't know him.
And
any
it's
of the
3
songs.
acts.
Yeah, that's too much.
I loved it. It was pretty great.
I would, yeah.
Guster was the weakest, but I mean only because I didn't know as much of their stuff.
Yeah,
I was
Guster's
there
one of
for-
those bands that's like, there's a reason that they aren't huge.
I think they're big for a certain age of college people.
Yeah, my sister's a big fan.
Yeah.
Samples and stuff.
Yes, yes. It's like this very specific, like, is it 41-year-old?
Yeah, probably.
How old's your
Might be
sister?
about right.
Yeah.
She's a couple years. Well, I'm not going to give her age.
That's something she'll
You're
never.
in the ballpark.
All right, so anything else you guys want to discuss right now that you're dying to get off your chest?
Oh, I mean, I'm living in a boil order. I found out about yesterday. So
Really?
yeah, it just I understand there's like a water main break or something, but you just feel like you've made a bad choice in life. Like, where do I live? Do I live in some backwoods
Everybody
land
gets boil
thing
orders.
that I have to now boil my water before I can drink it?
Have you ever actually done it?
No.
No, you're just staying
You
away
just-
from water.
Now you got to go find bottled water. But my coffee this morning, I made with the water that was already in my coffee maker. So I might drop dead.
You're looking a little green.
But I'm like, I don't know. It was in there before the boil order. It might be okay.
All right, well, we'll keep an eye on you.
So yeah, I might be going home early today.
Anybody else, anything yesterday that you want to talk about? I played golf.
How'd that go?
No. I didn't have a great we only played 9, which is good. I told Nick, I would like to play more 9 holes.
Yeah,
He's not a 9-hole guy.
Why?
He always feels like he's rushing on 9 holes to, like, he's got to be great. Because if he has 18, he feels like he can figure some stuff out. I go, I don't know, late afternoon. I like a late afternoon round of 9.
Nobody wants to hear me harp on about this.
12
but
holes.
It's 12 holes, man.
When's that Augusta place opening? Because they're doing it.
It solves all the problems.
I didn't play 18 until I was way older.
We
When I was a
only play
kid,
18.
we would only play, like, go with my grandma and grandpa. They would go after work. Or, like, they'd close up the office a little bit early. Like, you want to go golf? Let's go golfing.
Yeah.
So then we go over and play 9, and then we're
holes,
still
it's
home
nothing. 'Cause
to make
then
dinner.
You could sneak it in.
It was
Yeah.
an hour and a half. Like, it was easy.
Yeah, you're stealing a game, basically.
Yeah.
You're stealing a good time because otherwise you got to block out 4 hours. Who has 4 hours?
Yeah, no.
Like on a weekday?
That's what I'm saying. The weekday golf, like 9 holes. Let's just do 9 holes. And you can get on so many courses now that leagues are done.
Yeah.
'Cause
you can play
you-
4 times a week.
Yeah,
If you're doing 9 holes.
I'm not probably going to do all that, but I could play more
Yeah.
than I do. So 9 holes, it was good, even though I played terribly bad. I got the lefts. Really got the case of the lefts.
Are you hooking it?
I was pulling everything.
Huh.
I've got this new iron move. It's really good, but I haven't figured it out yet. I'm
you
going
put in the
way
time.
farther.
Really?
Yes, it's unbelievable.
Who is this something Nick?
He's been trying to get me to do it for 16 years.
And why did you finally acquiesce?
I got these new irons and I just can't seem to, I'm like, am I this weak that I can't hit it any farther than this? So I finally took his advice. But I think the reason I never bought into it is because I pull it all the time. That's what's going on. So I just need to put a little work in while I'm on the course. I never go to the driving range. On the driving range, I hit it great. I'm like, what's the point of
yeah,
this?
what's the point of that?
Right.
No pressure. It's easy.
Yeah.
You got to get out and play some more nines.
Yeah. I didn't mind. I liked it. I did like it. What about you, Tim? What'd you do yesterday?
I played soccer with with my nephews for a while, and that was good. And then I had lunch with Dee Dee Mao.
No. It's a good little lunch there.
Really delivered.
Good little day you had there.
Yeah, not bad.
And Chris, what about you?
Ooh-wee.
What time is Nikki's award?
I think it's at like 11:30.
No, it's in the
Yeah,
daytime
award.
Daytime award.
It's a daytime situation.
Okay. You don't even know what I'd like to know more about this award.
Yeah, I should probably find out more. I should probably find out more and talk about it.
Jackie Joyner Kersey is one of the coolest people ever, too.
Yeah, I saw her
All
at
the work she's done, she is just the best.
I played kickball with her. She's really good.
Oh,
can
God,
imagine.
I bet. She was at something
Alex had
recently.
to watch on the side.
Yeah, Alex had to watch. She was pissed. That's the thing I'm drugged to.
So yeah, I'll find out what it's about, but it's something to do with St. Louis. And like being cool.
How was I not
Being
invited?
cool in the loo.
All right. Well, lots to do on the show today. Tickets, Gabriel Iglesias, Disney on Ice. That's in the 7 and 9 o'clock hours. Are we going to get some more tickets away to your show Saturday night?
I think we should.
All right, Wildy Theater. You can go see Tim Convey do some stand-up with a little music that Saturday night. If you can make it to Edwardsville, we'll give you a chance to win those in the 8 o'clock hour. Food Court, Hollywood Outsider, all the huge. If you guys want to text us, you can do that. Cheney Window and Door text line 314-669.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
Brought to you by the Funny Bone Comedy Club at Westport and Streets of St. Charles. This week, Mary Santora is at Streets of St. Charles and Dan St. Germain is at Westport. Get those tickets at stlouisfunnybone.com. Well, that weirdo that's been stalking Drew Barrymore has a new object of his obsession, Emma Watson. So he stormed into a dressing room at a New York Fashion Week show, demanding to see her and saying he wanted to marry her. They arrested him. So,
Jeez.
We need to put that guy away.
yeah, this stalking thing. There's nothing with teeth. You know, like
Yeah, there's nothing they can get him on,
exactly.
even though it's so scary. I mean, they can arrest them.
you can arrest
but
them,
then they're
they can
out.
do the the issue of protection. You know, where you can't be near somebody or whatever. But like, that's it. That's
Yeah.
all you have. What an awful situation if you've got someone like that tracking you down. And this guy's been like going all around the country chasing after Drew Barrymore, and then now apparently Emma Watson. I won't say the guy's name because I'm not giving him any press outside of the fact that he's a weirdo. Olivia Rodrigo is coming to St. Louis. She's going to be at the Enterprise Center March 12th. She also announced she'll be offering a limited number of $20 Silver Dollar Star tickets at a later date, and that'll make it more affordable for her fans to attend. So there's kind of some hoops that you go through for these $20 tickets. They're going to be offered in pairs with a limit of 2 per purchase, so you can't just buy up a ton of them. But these seat locations, you won't know until the day of the show. So you're just buying 2 tickets. You don't know where they're going to be. And then I guess when you show up at the box office that day, they'll say, here's your
That's
seats
kind of
and
fun.
Here's
That is
where you're
fun.
going to be sitting.
Last time she was here was the Factory.
I know.
My, how that's changed.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah,
And
even
she was-
then it was a
she was-
severe underplay.
But she was so big at that point.
Yeah.
They say if you want to get tickets of any kind, you need to register to buy tickets by this Sunday. And they say fans will then be randomly selected to receive a code that grants them access to the sales next Wednesday and Thursday. So they're doing this kind of pre-register thing to kind of weed out the bots as best they can. Adam Wainwright will hold a live concert after the Cardinals game against the Cincinnati Reds on September 30th. So if you stick around after the game, you'll see old Waino perform 3 original songs from his upcoming album. It'll end with fireworks after his show is done. And then the following day is like his giveaway day. They're giving away $25,000 playable Adam Wainwright guitars. So actual guitars that you're going to get.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
I didn't know
Are they
about that.
tiny? Are they like ukuleles?
I don't know. I mean, we didn't
I
see
can't imagine
any
a
of
whole
them.
crowd walking around with
Yeah,
guitars.
no kidding.
Man, he's got to get those 200 wins.
He has to.
They've got to do
He's
something.
got 3 shots at it, I think Randy was telling me.
Somebody needs to let him.
They got to
win.
cheat. Like
Somebody lay down,
something's got to happen.
pay off the Mets or somebody to take a dive. Pearl Jam guitarist Mike McCready is working on a rock opera about the Seattle grunge scene.
Ooh.
Yeah, he says he was inspired by his buddy, the late Chris Cornell. He said, quote, I look at him as one of the greatest singers and songwriters of all time, aside from being a friend. So he's going to do this rock opera, and he said he may turn it into a stage play as well. So we'll have to see what old Mike McCready comes
So
up with.
using songs from that scene, I wonder, or if they're writing new
Yes,
stuff.
or maybe writing songs that kind of weave into those songs. You know,
Interesting, because they see all that money Alanis is making. You guys
And
know what I'm
Bruce.
talking about.
So there's a bunch of people that
Yeah.
have had like
I mean, they would be originals,
ABBA.
don't you think so?
Yeah, but I think Alanis is the one where they're like, well, those don't lend themselves to a rock opera, and look at her making that money.
Yeah.
Look at her. The new Dancing with the Stars cast has been revealed. As we mentioned, it was going to be done yesterday. Here's the cast. There's some of the highlights. Allison Hannigan from American Pie and How I Met Your Mother. She's going to be on it.
Buffy.
And Buffy as well.
Famously.
Recent Bachelorette Charity Lawson. Reality star Ariana Maddox from Vanderpump Rules. You watch that show.
That's the one who got cheated on.
Yeah, that was announced for like a long, long time ago.
Oh,
too.
she was going to be on
Yeah.
this?
Old news, Brando.
Sorry.
All the rest are new.
I thought the only one we knew was Jamie Lynn.
No,
That was
Ariana, I
yesterday.
knew like months ago.
Your buddy Jason Mraz is going to be on there.
What? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, Mira Sorvino.
What?
That's a good one.
That's a big get. Matt Walsh from Veep. Who is he?
No
on
way.
Oh, he's the
Oh, my
redheaded guy.
God, he's gonna be on
hilarious.
Veep? Yes.
He's from around here
Is
somewhere.
he? The
Yeah.
guy with the mustache. You know, the
Really?
one that's
This
the
area.
press, the speech writer.
Oh, yeah.
And he
Okay.
was one of the original.
UCB.
Yeah, that's I couldn't think of
founded
that show. It was good. And then Barry Williams from the Brady Bunch.
Oh, somebody else I saw, Mauricio, I think is going to be on it,
Oh, from Housewives.
isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know who that
That's
was.
Kyle Richards' husband, or well, they're separated.
Barry Williams. Wouldn't you have thought he would have
Had
done it
already
already?
been in it?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah,
I think they've
thought
already
that
made
too.
it through all those kinds of people.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Matt Walsh went to NIU. Looks like he's from Chicago area. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
he's so great.
He's so funny, man.
Yes.
His character on Veep is
It's so
kind
good.
of an all timer.
It really is.
Everybody on that show.
Him and Jonas, or Jonah. Jonas? Jonah.
Jonah? I think it was Jonah.
Jonah.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's the best. Season premieres September 26th on ABC and Disney Plus. So it's back on ABC, not just
And who's
Disney.
the host?
Oh, that's good.
Alfonso?
Alfonso and Julianne Hough.
That
Yeah.
makes sense with
Yeah.
those select because those are legit.
Yeah, they really are.
That's a good cat. And there's more. There's just like a football guy and stuff like that. The whole list will be on the blog today. Rick and Morty creator Justin Roiland is in trouble again. Now he's being accused of coercing young women and teens into, stuff.
I read a bunch of the stuff last night. It's pretty. It's not great.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Because he got out of
It's sleazy.
this last
Yeah,
thing.
he did get out of the one.
But now there's this. Some Hollywood celebs are auctioning stuff or even themselves off to help raise money to help those affected by the Hollywood strikes. You could complete the New York Times crossword puzzle with Natasha Lyonne. How about John Lithgow? He'll paint a watercolor portrait of your dog if you'd like. It's all
That's awesome.
It's all for a price, and it's a lot. David Cross and Bob Odenkirk will have dinner with you over Zoom, but still.
No, they said if you're in New York or LA,
Oh,
it'd
then
be in
they'll actually be
person.
there.
But if not, if you can't make it there, you'd go there
Oh,
to have
yeah.
dinner with
Yeah,
them.
if you're paying. I mean, it's like thousands of dollars you're paying for this. You might as well spring for the airfare. Adam Scott will walk your dog, and you can even buy Parker Posey's personal collection of Dazed and Confused memorabilia. All of this stuff was just boring to me, but of course I went and looked at that. It's like the promotional items. I thought it was like the stuff that she saved from the movie, which I'm like, that would be insane if it's like got her outfit or
Yeah.
something. It's like the promotional stuff, which would still be really cool. But you
Yeah.
know how like the stuff they send out for movies, like she's got stickers and like the program from the premiere of the movie and stuff like that, which would be very, very cool. And everything's autographed. Like she's got lots of autographs too. So Lots of money.
What did I see? I saw one was with something with Busy Phillips, and I'm like, she should be paying people
Yeah.
for these.
Yeah, I saw that.
Alex Trebek's recently renovated home is gone. After he died, his wife sold it, and then the buyer demolished it. So not only did he live there for nearly 30 years, but he did most of the renovations himself. I didn't know that.
Really?
They said
Yeah,
he
it's
said
sad to me.
he bought out like an old Home Depot or something, like tons of tools and things, so he could do a lot of the work himself. But she sold it for a little over $6 million.
I mean, I don't know what she's supposed to do with that house.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. It just does make me sad that
but the fact that he
loved
did a
that
lot of the
home,
work,
and he
like,
loved
that
it
makes
so
it
much.
very personal.
We looked at it yesterday,
Yeah.
and it's a really cool structure, but I mean, there was a lot of updating that needed to happen.
Needed some work inside.
Adam Sandler is going to do a stand-up tour that will not include a date in St. Louis. Sorry, everybody.
Well, he was just here.
Maybe it'll change. You never know. The screening of Say Anything with John Cusack at the Stiefel Theater has been postponed.
What?
Yep.
Yeah,
Heard they couldn't find a host,
a decent
a
host.
decent host.
So it's been rescheduled for Saturday, March 30th. If you've got tickets for that October 28th performance, just hold on to them. They'll be honored at that rescheduled date.
Yeah, I've known for a little while that that was going to be rescheduled.
You were holding out on this?
Well,
Go see Ludo that night instead.
Yeah, there you go. Hi, Brando, your Hollywood outsider. It is a Courtney Show on 106.5 The Arch.
The Courtney Show.
we talk about it every single year. It's one of those Groundhog Day things in radio, but the National Toy Hall of Fame has revealed the 12 finalists for the 2023 class.
Come on, rock.
Come on, Floor.
Come on, stick.
Is there any of those? There's none.
Rain.
Last year, the top made it in. The top.
Oh, the top, yeah.
Yeah.
How are Puddles doing? Have Puddles
Oh,
gained any
Puddle should
ground?
be in there. If Rain gets in, Puddle should be in.
There are
The
none.
Veterans Committee is big on Puddles, but
There are none of those this year.
So they're all actual toys?
Yes. Yes. Okay, so last year, the three that went in were Light Bright, Masters
Strong.
of the Universe,
strong.
and the top.
That's good.
Those all seem like toys to me.
And then here are this year. Which three are you picking out of these nominees? You ready? Mm-hmm. Baseball cards,
Yeah.
Battleship,
Never really liked Battleship.
Bingo, Bop It.
Bop It.
Guy Phillips was obsessed with Bop It.
I love Bop It.
Cabbage Patch Kids,
Yep.
Choose Your Own Adventure game books, Connect 4,
Yep.
Mattel's Ken.
Oh, Ken himself.
Just Ken? How
I
can you
think
do...
I think Barbie's probably already in.
Yeah, she's good.
I'm just Ken. You guys don't know what that is.
No, I
but
don't.
it's good.
All right, so what are you picking? None of these mean much to me except for Cabbage Patch, and even then, I was a little out of the demo for them.
You got a lot of good ones.
Battleship's iconic.
I loved Battleship.
Yeah.
Boring.
Cabbage Patch is 100% in.
Yes.
Nikki says there's the old box for Battleship.
Oh, have you seen it? I did it on Best Things one time.
You did?
Yes. It's in the background.
It says fun for the whole family.
And in the background, it's the mom and the daughter doing the dishes.
The father and the son are playing the game,
Yes.
and in the background,
Remember when I did that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I've seen
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
So Battleship is great.
Baseball cards.
No, I don't. I'm not on board.
You're not? God, it was such a big
No,
part of-
Battleship,
years
yes,
of
not
my
baseball
life.
cards.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying Battleship and Cabbage Patch Kids for sure for me. And then I'm stuck between Connect 4 and Ken.
Connect 4 is good. There
Connect
was another
4, what
good
was
one
the
in
what
there
was the
early.
commercial? Pretty sneaky. What, remember?
Pretty sneaky, sis.
Pretty sneaky says. You don't remember?
No.
Yeah, you're too young. You weren't born, actually. When this
Oh,
commercial
really?
was out. There's no way you were even alive
Connect. I didn't know it was that old.
for the Connect 4 Sneaky Sis commercial.
I'm going to say Connect 4 over Ken, not because I don't think Ken isn't an icon, but I just don't. I think
Ken's had a big year.
he's had a-
Big year for
Big
Ken.
year. I mean,
He stole the show.
That might just tip everything in Ken's
Yeah.
favor.
Ken's never been hotter.
I understand why they could do all of Masters of the Universe and just Ken. Like, you should just be like the Barbie line of toys.
Barbie Universe.
Yeah. And then Ken's just in it.
Yeah, because like Tila's in and Ken's not in. That's not really fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
I went to Orko is in, you're telling me?
Yeah, Orko's in.
Somebody's
Technically, they're all in. Cringer? That line didn't do anything.
I don't even know what you guys are saying, just words now that have no meaning.
Those are masters of the universe.
I know. I'm voting on bingo is dumb to me. And bingo
No.
was in it last year, too.
Yeah, get bingo out of my
No
face.
kids are sitting around like, hey guys, let's play bingo.
No.
No, we're not.
You're older, you're elderly.
Yeah.
And then you take up bingo.
Cabbage Patch Dolls, I'm surprised. I can't believe it's not in already. Like, is such a sensation that it was. And it wasn't just a 1 year thing. Like, those dolls were around for a long time.
Yeah, that has to be in.
Yeah, the Cabbage Patch was the biggest.
Yeah. Anything that had a moment like that needs to just be in.
To me, it was one of the first moments like that.
Yeah.
Where
And it was all
everyone-
because of just a production.
Where
like they just didn't realize.
Where there was this frenzy to get them. They were sold out everywhere. To me, that was, well, the first one in my memory.
Yeah.
All right, put me up over here. I'm going to play this. This looks real 70s, Chris. That's why I'm thinking you were not alive.
You're alive here.
Gotcha. 4 cross. One more game.
Object, connect 4 of your checkers in a row while preventing your opponent from doing the same. But look out, your opponent can sneak up on you and win the game.
I won. Where? I can't. Here, diagonally. Pretty sneaky, sis.
I mean, if that doesn't make you want to play that game, I don't know what does.
I mean, I like to see those two kids now.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get all these
Yes.
kids back to do. If they were smart, they would do some commercials.
That's true.
But I have all the ideas. I'm the idea person. Can't
Not
all
the
have
follow-through
me.
guy.
Nope.
You can play oversized Connect 4 if you come hang out with me
That's right.
tomorrow. I'm
That-
at like 2 different places.
You're somewhere at noon.
Yeah, Consumer Cellular.
Yes.
And then Oktoberfest in Belleville.
Downtown Belleville. Go play
5
Connect
o'clock,
4.
I think is when I'm there.
Win some prizes from Branch.
The Courtney Show.
Can't wait to show my friends today. Best thing I saw yesterday.
I actually saw quite a few things I loved yesterday, but we're a little late, so I'm just going to say the very best thing I saw yesterday was Axel getting adopted. I mentioned it yesterday. He needed to be adopted yesterday. Friends of Clinton County Animal Control there's a page on Facebook, and they said somebody needs to adopt Axel by yesterday, and somebody adopted Axel. The first adoption, I believe, fell through, but then they had a bunch of other people waiting in the wings to adopt that sweet little boy, Axel. So thank you to whoever out there adopted Axel and saved his life. So that's the best thing that I saw.
This is a little video, and I'm going to put it up on the blog. But it's this woman, it looks like, I don't know, maybe a grandma or something, trying to cook with her grandson. And the kid he's trying to like eat everything. It's hilarious. So I'm going to hold it so you guys can see it. So she's like she's got a video going, and
got butter
He's in
and-
his little chef's hat, and she's like, okay, and we're going to cook with some butter. And then when she'll throw like the butter in, and he reaches in and grabs the butter.
He's not a very good sous chef.
No, and then
Oh my God.
and then she's like putting a cup of sugar in, and letting him dump in the sugar, and then he'll like reach it with his hand and try to eat sugar. Like
He's too fast.
This kid is a problem.
quick. And she's
It's
laughing.
it's like a dog.
yes,
Yeah.
it's crazy. This kid
This kid
just cannot
He's
stop
going to be
himself.
a problem.
This kid is going to be a problem. I bet his name is Mason.
But that's my favorite.
All right, Tim.
I got a couple. One is a text, and Chris, you may have seen this one already, but yesterday your favorite thing was about guys and how often they think about the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Did you see this? So somebody texted in and said, I'm listening to the podcast. You mentioned the tweet about the Roman Empire. It's a wrestling reference about WWE wrestler Roman Reigns. The tweeter is a famous wrestler. So when they talked about guys thinking about the Roman Empire, they
That's
meant
the reason.
wrestlers.
Got it.
And yet it started a conversation in here about how much we're thinking about the real Roman
But
Empire.
Brando
and Brando
is.
said quite a bit.
I do. I go in a lot on the Roman
That
Empire.
is so, because seeing it, not knowing any of the people involved,
It's still funny.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, even funnier.
Now,
Well-
thank you.
Yes, I thought that was interesting.
Guys, you should really think more about the Roman Empire. There's a lot of lessons could be learned.
That was a first-time texter, and they did the right thing because It's always good too when somebody texts in and clarifying something, and it's not 100 people don't text in to say
Yes.
actually, but it's like, okay, you were the person with
You were
that
the only
info,
person.
and you made the right choice. There's a picture, a video on Instagram of in New York City. You know, they have those city bikes that I think we had for a while, which is just a whole bunch of bikes. You go up and you swipe your card and you can go rent. So it's people in the bike station doing a spin class, so they're not even taking the bikes off the thing. They're just in the stand of it.
Oh, that's funny.
They sit on them and do. It's pretty good.
Does it work?
I don't know. It kind of looks like some of them are
I think
pedaling
they're just being
backwards.
funny.
So
Okay.
maybe you can only go backwards, which is still effective. And then four pictures of Sally Jesse Raphael. She's wearing red, purple, yellow, and blue in each of these pictures. And it says Sally Jesse Raphael, Sally Jesse Donatello, Sally Jesse Michelangelo, Sally Jesse Leonardo. When she's
Different guys.
it's so good.
Very much a signature look.
Yes, but it's also like a certain overlap that gets that.
Got her start here in St. Louis.
And then one more is just a tweet. It says, I hate it when Walmart doesn't have what I need and I have to go home, change out of my pajamas, and take a shower so I can go to Target.
Yeah.
It's true for some reason. I can't explain it.
Gotta look a little nicer. All right, Chris.
Somebody might have done this one already, but it's from a guy named Andrew Chamings. He says, make parties more interesting by telling strangers, I want you to know that I personally have no problem with you being here.
Food Court.
1065 The Arch.
Food Court is brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app. Earn 2% back on every purchase with the Schnucks Rewards app. I talked a while back about the Stranger Things ice cream that's going to be hitting Walmart soon. Well, it's now at Walmart. And here are the flavors. It's Stranger Things ice cream. It's, I don't know. It's the whole Scoops Ahoy thing. Is what it's inspired
some of them
by.
seem to be maybe like the Scoops Ahoy flavors, like maybe that were in the show.
Silly names that they had to say. Yeah.
Okay, here are the flavors. There's a flavor called the Void that has activated charcoal, so it's black in color.
Yeah,
And then the other flavors are the USS Butterscotch. That sounds familiar.
that feels like that was something from the show.
Triple Decker Extravaganza, chocolate pudding, cinnamon bun bites, mint flair, FLARE.
There you go. That's a reference
And pineapple upside down.
again.
So they now are going to they're sold exclusively at Walmart. Another Walmart exclusive, and I'm kind of curious about one thing in this. Gordon Ramsay has a whole frozen food line out. And I would think Gordon Ramsay's would be good.
Yeah. You know, Timothy's a huge Gordon Ramsay fan.
Is he?
TC3, yeah. Because the deal is there's a certain button you hit on our television that's always the button that he hits, and it goes to like the default, whatever the Samsung version of cable is, and it's always on Hell's Kitchen for some reason. So the joke is, as soon as he gets the remote, he just immediately puts on Gordon Ramsay.
Got to hit the Gordon
That
Ramsay
is
button.
not a good show for him to watch.
Loves it. I think he's gonna be Gordon Ramsay for Halloween.
I would love that.
if I get my way.
All right, so what do we think about these different options? Are you ready? Shepherd's pie.
Gross.
I hate shepherd's pie.
well, I think
I
it's
don't
pretty
get
good.
it. Lemon caper chicken.
Yeah.
That could be good.
This looks like stew to me. Slow roasted beef. It looks like a pot roast is what it looks like.
Oh yeah,
You're into that.
I would like that.
Lasagna.
Yep,
Mushroom risotto. Mushroom risotto.
sounds.
That was my Gordon Ramsay. Dewberry's Dog's Dinner. That was one of the episodes. He told somebody it looked like Dewberry's Dog's Dinner, the plate of food he made.
What does that mean?
Dewberry was one of the contestants, and Dewberry was kind of sloppy and a slob.
like it was his dogs.
Yeah. Fish and chips. I don't think you can do French
No.
fries.
You're gonna use
Correctly.
that little heating thing, and it's gonna be weird.
Yeah. 4 cheese. I would give the 4 cheese mac and cheese a try. And chicken pot pie. Yeah, I'm always
pie.
always willing to try a chicken pot pie.
That might be your new obsession for the wintertime.
No, I don't think any pot pie can beat Potbelly's chicken pot pie soup.
Wow.
It is the best of both worlds.
and it stays
And it's
hot
cooked for
the
me.
whole way home.
Yes, it does. And you don't have to have them put the pie crust in if you're taking it somewhere. Put it on the side whenever you're ready to have it. It's a perfect chicken pot pie.
Really?
I'm standing by that statement. Okay, this to me would appeal to, I think, Chris mostly. You know how they have the monster cereals out every year. Mm-hmm. Boo Berry, Frankenberry.
Oh, they got a mashup.
Those aren't
again this
year-round?
year. No, they don't have them out anymore.
Chocola's year-round, though?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think they only have them out around Halloween.
Yeah, because I think they want you to be in a frenzy to have them again.
I always Count Chocula in it up.
Boo Berry was my favorite.
That one was hard for me to get my hands on.
Yeah, it was hard to find.
Yeah.
Fruit Brute isn't that one?
That's the really hard to find one.
So anyway, those are out. So Lucky Charms is like, we're going to get into this monster cereal game. So there's a limited edition haunted chocolate Lucky Charms that's out. So it's chocolate Lucky Charms.
I was just talking about that.
Yes,
That's the post,
yes.
the post flavor.
Yeah. Chocolate
That's exactly what it is.
with spooky haunted house marshmallows.
Lucky looks possessed.
Yeah.
They're called, the
Yeah, he
post
does.
versions are called chocolate mateys.
Oh,
And
they
whenever-
are?
And I always use my speaker to my smart speaker. I'm not going to say it's her name because then it'll trip them all.
Yeah.
But I always say put chocolate mateys on the grocery list, and she's never once gotten it right. She usually puts chocolate mayonnaise on the list.
Oh, yeah.
So if I see chocolate mayonnaise, I'm like, I know.
Yeah, that's your trigger. You know what you have to get. And then if you're a big fan of, it's a limited thing. They only bring it out a few times a year. Apple Pie Toast Crunch, which is from the Cinnamon Toast Crunch line.
Yeah.
It is back. It was spotted at Target. Are you doing grocery shopping at Target?
No. I mean, if you're
Me
there
either.
and there's
Never.
stuff you got to grab.
Never. I have never gone grocery shopping there.
No. Wouldn't even consider it.
I'm just not, it's not in my, Target's not a part of my life.
I've gotten groceries there. I'm sorry to hear that.
I know.
Target's great.
It's just, you know how you grow up with certain stores and it seems so.
I did grow up going to that Target
That
in
one in
Fairview. That
Fairview,
old
yeah.
one down the road there.
I don't know. It's just.
We went there a lot.
Again, I'm not going there to grocery shop, but if I'm there getting something and I need a couple groceries, I got no problem grabbing them at Target.
But you guys know how I buy things and how weak I am. I think that'd be a problem place for me. And I don't know where anything is.
Yeah.
So I don't know the store layout and it's massive. So I just stay away from it.
It's good. It's a fun store.
Do they have specific food items that you can only get at Target?
Oh,
sure they do.
They have their own brand stuff, so there's probably certain things.
I'll give it a try. That'll be my New Year's resolution. I really try difficult ones. I'll go grocery shopping one time at Target.
Yeah. Speaking of hard to find stuff, I forgot to do this at the beginning of the show.
Oh, boy.
Somebody got a birthday cake.
Oh, no way. Oh,
It's
awesome.
that Pepperidge Farm cake for Chris.
It's a day you
Yes.
were born cake.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, this is awesome.
Man, there's
I'm going to
nothing.
get into this today.
There's nothing like IGA, is there?
Oh, man.
What's his name? Don. Is it Don's?
Is there
Don's
a Don?
IGA? I think that's where a lot of the IGAs around Illinois are called.
Really? Well, Don, I don't think it has anything to do with
He
this
doesn't.
one.
He
This
doesn't.
is so exciting.
It looks really good.
I'm so excited.
All right, that is Food Court. It's brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app.
You can do it.
I see dead people.
Hello, Newman. Where's the beach?
What you talking about, Will?
Throwback Live.
The following are the contestants for Throwback Live. Chris, you've got Teresa from South County, Brando, Dawn from Wentzville, Tim, Kendra from New Athens, and up for grabs all week long. Some call him Gabriel, some call him Gabriel. It is Gabriel Iglesias at Enterprise Center.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, and our voice girl says it too.
Oh, okay.
She incepted you.
I think
Sorry,
she did.
everyone.
No, to me, Gabrielle is female,
Yeah.
but I don't even know. I haven't talked to him. So I don't know how he says his
I don't know
name.
what he goes with.
But I'm saying Gabriel Iglesias.
Okay.
He's going to be at the Enterprise Center on October 29th. Tickets are available now. You can go to 1065thearch.com for all the info.
Throwback Live is brought to you by the Madison County Fireman's Bingo Hall with a chance to win $25,000 in their Crazy 8 raffle. Afton is here, and her husband is a yacht rock imposter.
I think that should be their new band name. Yacht Rock Imposters.
That's a great name.
Something to consider, Ryan.
That's a great name.
No, I'm telling you guys, just give me a list of the Yacht Rock songs you expect, and I'll tell them they have to play them.
And what's the name of his band?
Yacht Club.
Yacht Club's a cool indie rock band name, too, though.
Yeah.
But if I showed up and they're playing indie rock originals, fine. But if they're playing covers at all, they should not have yacht in the name.
I know. That's what I tried to say. Thank you for supporting me in this argument.
Are you guys
We
going
got your
to
back.
get a divorce?
I mean, we got to figure this out. That's for sure.
We got to.
I don't think so.
Oh, let's turn old Courtney Lander.
Now you're on.
Snipe.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes,
Snipe away.
I have many things to say about this Yacht Club name.
Leslie Snipes over there.
Many things. Brian and I need to get together.
Yeah, there needs to be a collaboration on the set list for sure.
We come up with a new name.
He did say that they were hard songs.
Yes, the Yacht Rock songs are hard to play. So just be nice, guys. But yeah, enough about Ryan. Let's play Throwback Live. Marty's going to play throwback clips for you guys, and you're going to ring in with these sounds. Brando, Chris, and Tim. Question 1, name this 2021 movie.
What she had said, she said it with so much confidence to face time, but you keep going on and on.
But you can't just keep interrupting.
But what you got to understand is you're dealing with the image of a 14-year-old.
Tim.
King Richard.
King Richard is correct.
Dealing with the image of a 14-year-old child. And this child gonna be playing when your old ass and me gonna be in the grave.
Man, I didn't recognize his voice.
Well, I don't
like a
like
whole thing.
Will Smith. No, thank you.
No, pass.
Yeah, that was his.
I like that movie though.
Role, right?
Yeah.
Garbage.
Real slap in the face, that role.
Question 2, name this backwards song title or artist. Chris.
Oh, man, I lost it. Robin.
No. Brando.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is correct.
I listened to this song yesterday. And I was
Really?
like, man, that's a good song.
But not backwards.
No, not nearly as good.
You didn't listen to it backwards. No. Question 3, name this 80s sitcom.
But I hope you're not doing this to get out of being grounded.
Brando.
Silver Spoons.
That's correct.
No, Dad. I'm doing this because I love you.
On tonight on a very special Silver Spoon.
We have 2 points, Brando, 1 point, Tim. Question 4, name this former St. Louis Cardinal.
They have a really good rotation.
I think it was Chris, right?
Yes.
Was it Albert Pujols?
No. And then I don't know who was second.
I don't know. I think I was last.
You were?
Yeah.
Tim?
He wants you to narrow it down.
No, because I was mad that I buzzed in because they already did it. I'm like, I could have just waited and heard the rest of it if they get it wrong.
I was going to say that, but I won't. Yachty.
No.
Molina.
Brando?
Edgar Renteria.
No, it's Marcel Ozuna.
I've been in that division
That's a
before.
tough
You know, I play with Miami against them. And I facing those guys.
That is a tough one.
That's a good one.
All right, question 5. Name this former president of the United States.
I'm still a
Chris.
Ford.
No. Brando.
Carter.
Carter is correct.
professor at Emory University. This is my 29th
And that's a
year
Brando win.
as a professor. I write a book every now and then.
The Courtney Show.
Brandos. These stories are random. A big aspect of some jobs used to be after hours socializing. So going to dinner with clients, I don't think I ever had to gone to dinner. Usually it's lunch for us. But like happy hours with coworkers, done many of those. And
Yeah, but I've enjoyed those.
Yeah.
When I was younger, that's you're in the new world of working. You have people that are your age.
Yeah.
When I was younger, happy hours didn't happen. So, like, when I was at the age that I would have enjoyed happy hours, I never did any happy hours. All my happy houring has been done in the past 5-6 years. And now it's like, I got stuff to do. I got baseball games to go to. I got kids to get home to.
Happy hour isn't as attractive to me as it once was.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well, they say that is the same for everyone. Everyone wants out the minute after work ends. So there's less happy hours, dinners with clients, team building, after work stuff. So there's an article in the Wall Street Journal that talks about the trend away from doing work stuff after work. The idea, they say, is that the pandemic changed a lot of those habits and broke down a lot of the old traditions. Plus, you just have people working from home. And so meeting up for happy hours, it's not just like, hey, you want to go downstairs to the place, which is just down the street, and we'll grab a drink after work.
It's remarkable. And someone will do a study or a book or something on this. It is remarkable how much things like the world has changed, the workforce has changed, all of that has changed since COVID. There's all kinds of companies now making people come back, and it's crazy because it's also like they're making people come back, but they also hired people all over the country because for a while they were like, oh,
we can just hire
all these remote
anybody.
people. And it's wild. People are like, oh, I got to come back. I'm out of here. Or moving to avoid these things, or moving like it's crazy. But yeah, you're right. Even with young people, those habits aren't there. That whole like getting to know your coworkers.
So much fun though.
It's wild.
Well, they actually found that since the pandemic, the drinking among young adults has actually gone down.
Oh yeah, talk to any bar owner. Like they're trying to find ways to get the younger generation to come out.
I know. I'm trying to help out. I buy beer for high school kids every weekend.
Brando, you're not supposed to do that.
They just give it back. They're like, I don't want it, sir. All for you.
Sir.
Let's see. A new perfume will smell like the Yellow Pages. All right. So there's a British company called Yell. It's an online documentary that's similar to a phone book, and they're in the process of developing a perfume that smells like the Yellow Pages, because they essentially are an online version of the Yellow Pages. They say it's a, quote, timeless and familiar scent, and it's been created to transport the mind and the senses back to the past. Could you close your eyes and remember what the Yellow Pages smell?
Yes.
So, was that
I could do it with my eyes open.
You are talented.
Yeah,
multitasker.
I'm telling you, there's some smells.
Fog takes you out.
Yeah, right.
Close your eyes and.
Do you remember when Bobby Brown, I think it was, put out that scent that smelled just like Coppertone?
No.
Oh, and anytime I'm at a golf event and somebody's, putting their sunscreen on, I'm like, who's putting on the Coppertone? It smells so good to me.
That's your summertime smell.
Yes. So it's weird, but I mean, listen, if it's a perfume, it has hints of this.
Well, and Alex and I just watched Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and there's that scene where all the kids smell
the paper, the
paper
from the ink, from the.
It was like that. It was like a mimeograph.
It was
or
like
something.
cold and kind of damp.
Yeah, the old copy machine had something in it that had a real strong scent, and everybody would smell it.
I like weird smells.
Well, this they say has
gasoline?
notes of bergamot and lemon, followed by rich woody scents of cedar and musk with sweet vanilla.
Come on, it's just an October smell for me.
Doesn't smell like the Yellow Pages, though.
I did buy a bergamot candle once.
Oh, you know what that is? I've never heard that word.
I don't know. That was it was the main ingredient, and I liked it.
I like the woody scents. If you get any of those candles or something and it has that kind of musky wood smell, I'm like, oh, what is going on
And I'm a sucker for any ocean breeze of any kind. Like if it says ocean in it, I'm buying it.
God, I just can't get enough of smelling that ocean. A very honest Costco employee near Fresno, California, found an envelope.
You know what? Bath and what's it called?
Bed Bath & Beyond?
No, Bath and Body Works needs to do. For this generation that were obsessed with their lotions, they should put candles out of all of those scents.
Yeah.
Like the juniper breeze and the
cucumber melon.
Give me that cucumber melon, dog.
The 90s.
That might be a candle you could handle.
I can handle cucumber.
That's a good name for it too. Candle you can handle.
And they might already have it. I'm not on Bath and Body Works website.
But
they
like a
do
whole
sell
line.
Candles. Yes.
It's just like,
if you
you remember.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. So this
since you've been gone.
That's good. There's a 79-year-old guy. I'm sorry, backing it up here. This is the Costco employee. It was in Fresno. He found an envelope, opened it up, had $4,000 in it. He didn't keep it. He returned it. He says he was just hoping that he might earn Employee of the Month. And he didn't.
He didn't?
He did.
What do you get for Employee of the Month at Costco?
Oh, you get it all. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I bet if you get a Costco cake, it's worth it. Maybe they give you one of those Costco
Maybe
cakes.
they give you the sheet cake.
Yeah, that's
You ever
sheet
think
cake
about that?
No.
is impressive.
Well,
Be all yours. Just sit in the break room and eat it yourself. And this is a story about a 79-year-old guy with dementia. He recently got scammed out of his entire life savings. This happened in Australia.
Oh, no.
Somebody tricked him into giving them his bank account info, and they stole $500,000 from this guy. But there is a good side to the story. So the bank found out about it. They decided that they should have caught it before his account got drained. So they gave him all the money. They reimbursed.
You've never heard a story like that.
No. What? Is this what happens in Australia?
I think
Are they good people?
Yeah, I think there are more things like that happening.
There's
there.
plenty of things that can kill you if you walk off the beaten path. But the banks are nicer.
Yeah.
Australia.
Banks are nicer.
That's your randos.
Randos. The Courtney Show.
It's time for Court. Court is in session.
Please rise for the Honorable Judge Courtney Van Landrum.
Court is in session.
Courtney.
Anybody have any dilemmas they would like help with today? Going through anything? Need some advice?
I mean, I'm dealing with a boil order. I don't think the court's going to help.
Can't help you with that? No?
I got a rash thing going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where?
I got eczema. It's on my leg and on my foot.
That's not a...
I know.
Guilty.
Shame.
I deserve that.
All right.
Nurse you could talk to?
Yeah, right.
She's not very supportive.
I did just get one from one of our listeners, but I need a little more information on it before I can bring it to you because I need to know the age. But I do have one that's about a wedding. Okay, so I love that how enthusiastic my fiance's mother has been about our upcoming wedding. She's gone with me to every appointment I've had with for wedding planning. Her favorite trip was when we picked out the wedding dress. I've been saving for this dress for a while and have dreamed of it for years. It cost me $3,000. My fiance's mother loved it as well. In fact, maybe she liked it too much because she hit me up with a weird request when we got to my apartment. She asked me if she could try it on and have me take a photo of her in it.
Ooh.
What?
I was really weirded out and awkwardly told her that I wasn't comfortable with that, and she kept insisting. I told her that maybe after the wedding, but not before. She was disappointed. On Saturday, I come home from shopping, and my fiance's in the living room. I head for our bedroom, and he tries to stop me. He's acting weird. I had to put my bags down on the bed, so I go in, and there's his mom standing there in the mirror with my wedding dress on.
Oh.
I freak out. I demand she take it off. She rushes into the bathroom, and she comes out in her own clothes. I let her have it, and during the in the exchange, I called her a twisted bee.
That sounds like a new beer.
I tell her, get out of my apartment. Well, my fiance lives with me, but he went with her. And then we have a fight by phone. I tell him I want his mom to buy me a new dress. When I tried it back on, it appears to be stretched out. He says I'm overreacting. And he tells me first thing that needs to happen is I apologize for calling his mom a twisted bee. My parents think I need to be the bigger person and just apologize and move on, but I'm sorry, this really bugs me. It's a wedding dress. I should be the only person that wears it before my wedding. Does my position on getting a new dress make me a jerk? I'm mad at both of them and seriously considering postponing the wedding. The postponing of the wedding is crazy talk.
Yeah.
But this woman went way too far.
Yeah, this is bad.
It's
This is
bad.
She is valid in all her feelings. Obviously, ideally she would not have called her a twisted bee.
Yeah, but she's emotional.
She's mad.
I mean, that is a shocking.
And they know they've done something wrong. They're like hiding from her.
I know you said postponing the wedding is crazy talk. Something like that. A lot of things are being revealed. Him just being like, see, I'm leaving with my mom, and then saying, oh, you're overreacting. Her doing that despite being asked not to, and then her fiance totally supporting the woman and everyone saying, oh, you're overreacting. I don't know, man. These are some red flags, and you got to act accordingly.
What about the guy hanging around playing dress up with his mom?
Right.
Yeah, so weird.
Yeah, I think this is. I think she is. I think she's right, and I think it is okay to evaluate the whole relationship after this.
She's
That is
right in
some
a lot of
crazy
It's
stuff.
crazy. Can you imagine how shocking? I don't know about I don't know what their relationship is. All we have is a letter.
Mm-hmm.
But you are tied to this woman now forever.
But more
This
importantly,
twisted bee.
This twisted bee
your fiance didn't
help
support you
out.
in any way. I mean, that's bad.
Here's the thing. Just on paper, it's weird. But if it's just that one thing,
it's
weird.
else,
Yeah, everything else. There's something fraught about all of these relationships it's not adding up.
Yeah.
So it's like if it was
she's
just that
been
one
good-
thing, it'd be like, okay, cool. Like you don't postpone a wedding. You can still call her a twisted bee in the moment, but then you can move on. But these people are weird. Like that woman, the woman that tried on the dress is weird.
Just to be clear, she told her not to, and she did it anyway.
Yeah,
right?
she immediately asked her, like, hey, is it okay if I try your dress on? And she's like, no, I don't really want you to do that. So she, right out of the gate, told her, please don't do this. And then she waited for her not to be home and then tried it on.
I really think
That's
she
terrible.
needs to buy her a new dress.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I really do, don't you?
Yeah.
But they're expensive. I mean, yeah.
Well,
what you just
Go to Goodwill, get a $25 dress
Yeah, and
for
be like, there you
$6,000.
go,
yes,
new dress.
it happens every day. Every day. All right.
Oh, that is troubling.
Guilty.
Guilty.
You decide who's guilty. It's up to you. All right. I got more information about this other court, but we're going to save it for next week.
Oh, okay.
But I feel bad because I think they need an answer.
Well, can we do it fast? A rapid
ready?
fire? Yeah.
A friend of mine somehow has access to her daughter's Google account and can see what her daughter's Googling, all the searches. Her daughter isn't aware that mom can see the searches. Her daughter has her first boyfriend and is asking Google about fun date ideas, which that's harmless,
Right.
and why she is so sexually attracted to someone and other related questions about being sexually attracted.
To like a specific person?
To that
Like a-
boyfriend?
I think to the boyfriend.
Oh, to the
Okay.
boyfriend.
Should my friend say anything to her daughter? If so, what?
No.
No, I mean, that doesn't sound terrible.
No. But maybe she's worried the daughter doesn't have enough information. I don't think she should say anything. She's 18.
She shouldn't be like, hey, I saw your searches and here's what I think. But knowing that that's on her mind, which she shouldn't have looked in the first place, but knowing that
I
those
don't think
things
I think maybe when she hit Google, she saw the other searches.
Yeah, the other searches kind of thing.
she can, if there's things she wants to be like, hey, just a reminder.
Yeah, because she knows she has her first boyfriend.
Yeah, right.
So to me, bringing up stuff to make sure that she is.
Does she really want to go down? She'll be like, hey,
Protecting
I made
herself.
meatloaf tonight. By the way, are you sexually attracted to your boyfriend? And here's why you might be.
No, I don't think she should ever bring up the searches that she specifically saw. But I think she can engage in a conversation, making sure she's.
Here's a quick pamphlet I found on fun date ideas in the area.
On the backside, it talks about sexual attraction. Crazy. Those two things are linked on this one single pamphlet.
There should be a company that just makes those pamphlets for
Like
parents.
immediate.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, and just leave it on the, on the coffee table. Now, if she was younger, I understand wanting to say something. But 18 years old, she's an adult.
What does it? Those questions. I mean, unless you're sugarcoating it, they seem very.
Yeah, I
they
mean,
seem okay questions.
Yeah, they really do.
I was bracing for much worse.
Yes,
when you said that, I was like,
totally.
oh, here we go. Like, oh, well, that's not
These
bad.
are what, this is what Nick and I will cover in our mom podcast.
Your motherhood?
More things like this.
Parenting, yeah.
We will tell you how to really break it down.
Yeah.
All right, that is Court's Court. Let's get a look at your traffic.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
Brought to you by the Funny Bone Comedy Club at Westport and Streets of St. Charles. This week, Mary Santora is at Streets of St. Charles and Dan St. Germain is at Westport. Get tickets at stlouisfunnybone.com. Well, there are drunk Taylor memes all over the internet right now because people think Taylor Swift was drunk at the VMAs. There's video.
Good. So what?
A hyper, a super cut of all her antics. You can see up on the blog today. I mean, you can see she's clearly drinking something.
Looked like I didn't get that sense, but I didn't watch the whole show. It looked like she was having a great time.
Great time
from the beginning.
She's off work,
and it was a good look. I said to Nikki, I was like, "This is it's a good look." She's having fun during all the performances.
She loved every artist. I mean, she was singing along.
Yeah.
To like Demi Lovato. Like every word, she knew every word to that song.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was enjoying herself.
She may have been buzzing a little. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. There's one part where they have like drink holders in their seats, and her drink is like kind of down in it a little bit, and she's really struggling to get her drink out. So they're like, like you would if you're a little toasted, struggling to do something that probably should have been much easier to do. But I don't know. She's fine. But you can see that video. It's kind of funny if you want. It's on the blog. Sean Penn thinks it's unfair that Will Smith got a standing ovation after slapping Chris Rock while he got arrested when he hit a movie extra and had spent time in jail too. He said, quote, "Why did I go to jail for what you just did and you're still sitting there?" So he's kind of bringing it up. He's talking about what he did was back in 1987. He punched an extra in a movie in the face and then ended up, going to jail for it a little bit. But he's also, the reason he's talking about it now is he's mad because the Oscars didn't want Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, on the broadcast this year because they felt he wasn't lighthearted enough. And so he's still kind of salty about that. And he was in a magazine talking about it. He said the situation at the Oscars, because of that, made him so angry that he wanted to destroy his Oscars. He won, but instead he gave one of his Oscars to Zelensky, and he told him, "You can do whatever you want with it." He said, "I think you should melt it down and turn it into bullets that can be shot at the Russians."
Wow. I do think,
man, he is right about Will. I mean, the idea that Will Smith got a standing ovation is disgusting.
I do think punching someone and slapping someone are different.
True. Yeah. And Chris Rock could have pressed charges.
I don't know.
Sure.
We could try it out. I could give a slap.
I would rather be slapped.
I'll take the punch.
There we go. And without a doubt, obviously it was assault. It was all those very real things. But one movie star slapping another movie star and a movie star punching an extra on set of a thing is it is a little different, right?
But the public humiliation, like on a set, like, what are there, 30 people there, 50 people there? The entire world saw that slap. And it's like, it's still, it will end up being part of like the defining thing that is Chris Rock. Chris Rock is so much bigger than that, so much more important than that.
And the Oscars. The next time
Chris Rock did not even do anything. That was shocking, and it had to hurt.
And he finished. He kept going.
It reminds me of when Michael Scott got Pam slapped him, and then he started limping.
The Surreal Life is back. There's a new crop of celebrities. This one includes Chet Hanks, so Tom's rapper son, Real Housewife Kim Zolciak, Ally Brooke from Fifth Harmony, Olympic figure skater Johnny Weir, Josie Canseco, so this is Jose Canseco's daughter, and Macy Gray. So they all, it's like one song. No word on when MTV is going to air the new season of The Surreal Life. But, this is just, we're going to have a string of these, I'm assuming. More and more reality shows because of the writer's strike, and they got to make some sort of content to put out there. So here she comes.
I mean, it's interesting. I think.
That show or
well,
just the...
I just don't want Kim Zolciak. I would like her off of all the TVs. I just think she's gross. And Chet Hanks.
I mean, I feel like
he's bad.
He might be interesting in that type of a setting because he seems like a real...
Bless you.
Kind of a crybaby.
Allergens getting to you?
Do you have watery eyes?
I'm crying.
Just cutting onions. Another show is coming back with Outriders. Real Time with Bill Maher. Guess we shouldn't be surprised because he's been kind of bagging on the writers a little bit.
Maybe this will remove all those dumb bits he does.
It's exactly
during that
what they're
show.
doing. Yes.
That's what's happening.
It's the worst part of his show.
He's cutting the monologue and cutting the new rules segment.
Yeah.
So it's just him talking
the
to
new
people.
rules. They'll be in the middle of a decent conversation, and then they've got to do his dumb jokes.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah, it'll be the best part of the show.
It
Just
will.
him
Yes.
talking to people,
Yes.
having sporting debate.
Yes.
Yesterday we heard about the Tennessean hiring a Taylor Swift reporter. So a reporter that's their sole purpose is to report on Taylor Swift. Now USA Today just announced that they're hiring a Beyonce reporter.
Really?
So the back and forth of the two of them. Now keep in mind, both of those papers are owned by Gannett. So it's a stunt. We're reporting on it. Yes, NSYNC is probably going to reunite for the new Trolls movie, but sources say the guys don't have any plans beyond that. So what we all think is going to happen is probably going to happen. They're probably doing a song for the new Trolls movie, and they'll voice all the characters, but they say there's no plans to do anything beyond that. But who knows? It may get so popular and there's so much talk about it, they feel like we have to do this. America wants it to happen. Mickey Dolenz from The Monkees is releasing an EP of REM covers.
That's real?
Did we talk about that on the air? Or was it off the air?
It was off the
I think
air.
It was
Wasn't
off
on
the air,
air?
yeah.
Well, I don't know. No, it was off the air, I think. And
Okay.
you said, have you guys heard? And you're like, hold on. Let me make sure this is correct.
I wanted to make sure it wasn't a weird joke.
It's real.
We don't know which REM songs just yet, but it's
No,
an
they
EP.
do. The track
Yeah, they
listings
do.
out.
Oh, really? The
Yeah.
story I had didn't
No,
say the name.
I put it up
Man
on the blog
Moon,
today.
Radio Free Europe, maybe?
Somebody,
No way.
Somebody said that one of the versions is better than REM's. I swear to
I
you.
think it was Shiny Happy
I'll
People.
bet it's good. He's got a great voice.
I have a little clip. Do you want to hear a little bit of it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, hold
Hold
on.
it up. Hold
Here you
on,
go.
Let me get you going here. Oh, it's Shiny Happy People,
Yeah.
isn't it? Doesn't swear, does he? Kind of sounds like a Monkees song.
It does. The whole video's up if you want to hear the whole song.
Oh, there's a video.
Yeah.
And I guess Mike Nesmith from the Monkees, his son, produced the whole thing.
No way.
Oh, really?
And there's another thing. Peter Buck. Peter Buck did something. Oh, the Monkees put out a Christmas album, I don't know, 10 years ago, and Peter Buck produced a track. So there's a few others kind of,
Tie-ins.
yes, between the two groups. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and REM used to cover a Monkees song.
Ah, there's
Can't
the
remember which
connection.
one. Yeah.
Snoop Dogg just saw Barbie. Here is his full review.
Just got back from seeing Barbie. That was funny as a me and my wife was in there laughing like a and you do know that.
So there you go.
Nobody's
Now
seen it yet?
Nope.
No.
Haven't. I will.
Or Oppenheimer.
No.
I don't know what we're...
What's going on around
Pop
here?
culture critics, aren't we?
Yeah. I just don't have time. I got no time
They're
for this.
both great.
I want to see them. Meryl Streep says the movies that she rewatches the most with her girls are Mean Girls and Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. She says they're like, quote, religious texts in her home. I mean, the Mean Girls I get. Romy and Michelle, I don't know.
Romy and Michelle's great.
Romy and Michelle did something to a certain person at a certain time. It was
It connected?
It connected
Well, and
with,
if she
with
was-
certain people.
And if she was raising her kids, like her kids are like in their 30s, like I could see that being a movie you'd watch.
Weird, too. We just talked about that movie earlier this week with the Post-its. Madonna is marking 34 years since her Like a Prayer commercial for Pepsi was banned because of the music video for the song. So she posted the commercial that you can see up on the blog today. And she got a little message about it like...
Yeah, because I think Pepsi re-released it. And they have like something.
Because there was nothing gross or weird about the commercial.
No.
It was just that people... There was so much backlash for the video for Like a Prayer. And so Pepsi was like, we can't air this. Everybody hates Madonna right now. Emily Ratajkowski is ready to date just about anybody. All you have to do is ask her for dinner, apparently. You can see video up on the blog today. It's a little cryptic.
She's not very good at
Anything?
the TikTok. Like she's got another piece of audio and she's mouthing the words. And it's
she doesn't
totally
know it.
off. She doesn't even know the words.
I don't know.
It's bad.
I don't know. Maybe it's a generational thing. Who are those for? Who watches those and is like, this is cool?
I know.
I don't get it.
It's so stupid. Requires zero talent. I mean, no talent. That's why everybody's doing them. They're not clever.
No,
but they're so.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere. I don't know. It's on the blog. Also on the blog, there's a collection of TV moments with famous men that have not aged well. I didn't get a chance.
I looked at all of them. There's some. I think it all stemmed from Ashton Kutcher on Punk'd and Hillary Duff.
Oh.
That's what started the list.
When you said that, I literally thought with men who didn't age well, it was like old actors. Like,
Like,
that's not
look at
very
this.
nice. Yeah,
Look at
look
this
how
old
bad
catcher's
they
mitt.
look.
On the TV tonight, you've got the series premiere of Written in the Stars on Amazon. It's kind of an interesting explanation to it. It said it's a social experiment where singles representing each of the 12 zodiacs are paired up by astrologers.
Good Lord.
It's so
What is this on?
ridiculous. It's on Amazon. But it won't, like, it's taking that whole, like, well, Pisces don't match with this, blah, 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 and then trying to get them to date. And you know it's not going to work, right? It's ridiculous. Also, A Million Miles Away on Amazon. It's good. I've got the trailer up on the blog. You should check it out. It looks like it might be a decent film.
The Courtney Show.
Usually this kind of stuff doesn't come out until the end of the year, but Google just released their top how-to searches about everything. So the states that search the most how-to questions are West Virginia, Utah, Kentucky, Arkansas, Oklahoma. And the top how-to searches overall are how to
sell a car. How to build a deck.
No.
How to refinance a mortgage.
No.
How to fillet a fish.
No. How to.
These are all good things.
Draw.
Oh, just how to draw?
Paint?
No. How
Play
to
guitar?
No.
How to make good friends.
Pronounce things?
Oh, I do that a lot. Obviously, I don't pay attention.
Yes.
But I do look up a lot of pronunciations.
How to tie a tie?
Really?
Remember that one time I told you Nick was getting ready, he was running late, and he completely forgot how to tie a tie?
Yeah.
He'd done it a million times.
Yeah.
He had to go online.
So funny.
He just
couldn't do it.
It was gone.
Lost it.
Yeah.
And I think then the next day it was back. Isn't that bizarre? How to get a passport and how to screenshot something. Because if they got
look
this
that
new
up.
Samsung,
Yeah, if you got to bless your phone.
The top how to help questions include how to help anxiety, how to help people, how to
help people,
how to help constipation.
I don't think you want to help it.
No.
I wish I was more constipated.
The top how to be questions. How to be
rich.
Yeah, how to be
famous.
smart, how to be
no,
taller.
No.
How to
happy.
Be in love.
Happy. How to be happy.
How to be happy. God,
Isn't that
that's depressing.
sad?
Yeah.
How to be better. I just want to be better. How to be yourself. That's sad too.
Mm-hmm.
And how to be a player. And how to be a man.
I've never figured that out.
Yeah, tell them to call me for the second to last one. Not the last
player. The top how to clean questions. All right, you guys can probably come up with these, right? How to clean
A dirty crock pot.
No.
An engine?
Stains?
No. They're all specific. Like shoes. How to clean shoes.
Okay.
How to clean leather. How to clean mold.
You don't want dirty mold. You want it clean.
Clean your mold.
Give me that people.
And how to clean your ears.
Oh, well, you're not really supposed to.
Top how to make questions.
Out.
Not there.
Not on there?
No. Eggs.
Bread.
Bread is on there.
Oh, yeah. COVID. How to make $1 million.
Money.
Oh.
Rice.
Really?
Tricky.
Rice?
It's tricky.
And how to make coffee.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like we should know some of those things.
And then finally, how to fix questions.
How to fix a bike. How to fix a car. How to fix
a
cat.
How to fix a zipper.
Oh.
I mean, once the tooth's broke, it's done. I mean, you can't, like once the zipper's broke, whatever.
You got to
that
get
is,
a new zipper.
It's over.
How to
A sink, a toilet.
No. Wi-Fi.
Oh.
Cool. We can talk.
I've looked that up a lot.
How to fix a relationship.
Speaking of both of those last two, we now pay 2 different companies to provide Wi-Fi in our home.
What?
Yeah.
Because of reliability issues?
Yeah.
And so you're like, I got to be able to switch between the two?
My hope is that this is just an overlap and that we'll choose one eventually.
But you're trying
the
to
one
figure
we
out
were
who's the
doing
best.
was not working. And especially for, Emma working from home and stuff. And so we got another one that currently is dedicated to just her office because she's, it's video streaming all day. So we'll see how it all plays out.
How much are we talking here for having 2 services?
It's top tier, too.
Too much.
Pricey. But you're not allowed to be on the other service.
No, I'm allowed, but it just for the sake
Are you?
of getting us. She said she'll give me the password at some point. No,
I'm allowed.
I just don't want to. I don't need to know the password. I know the password. It's just for the time being to get us through.
What is the password then?
I'm not telling you. I don't need to slow down that internet anymore.
All right, Tim, we'll have your plans for the weekend with Weekend What's Up. That's next on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
A lot of stuff on the blog today.
Oh, yeah, name one thing.
Well, I didn't get to do this for the best thing today, but I did post it. And it's can you put me in queue? Can you put me up over here? We all have that one friend that wants to always go do karaoke when they're out. And you can hear this.
And what you love.
You gotta hear this woman.
And what you have. And what you love.
Hold on, wait. You gotta hear this. Oh, she thinks she's got it. Yes. You got to see her whole getup.
She sounds like you making fun of somebody doing karaoke.
The video is very funny to watch, though. They go to clips of people just with their mouths open. Like, what is happening? So go see that. You can also see the best thing that Brando saw. This kid assisting his grandma cooking. And he is just he's a problem child.
She keeps trying, it's a long video. She keeps putting ingredients in, and he's reaching in and grabbing them and just putting handfuls of sugar in his mouth. He's trying to eat the raw egg and eat it, and she's like holding him back. This is an animal.
This is where the word brat comes in.
Yeah, this kid.
He's a problem.
Like, what is she thinking?
I don't know. Because this is the first time he's like wanted to get into everything.
Yeah, she's like, this will be fun. I'll shoot a video
That
with
poor
my
grandmother.
grandson.
And I posted this for you, Chris. It's before the Browns game on Sunday. There are all these people tailgating right by the riverfront. Really cool area. And this freight barge goes by. And this guy asked the guy if he wants a beer. And he's like, you're never going to get it here. And it's the best throw ever. And the guy snags it.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
If that's real, that's the coolest.
It's real. And the guy even posted a picture of the beer sitting there on the boat.
No way. And the name of the boat is American Courage. That's what the guy who made the throw had.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah, those Browns fans, I got to tell you, some of the best football fans, period. Some of the best fans of sports, period. I did this whole thing where I had to go for HBO, for HBO.com. I went and tried to find the best fans in the NFL, and Cleveland brings it.
Do they?
And they have the worst. I mean, every year they've got the worst team.
Well, they just beat one of the best teams.
Yes, I mean this is new, but they've been terrible forever. They lost their team. They forced the NFL to give them a team back. They're amazing fans. I respect this guy.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that throw.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible. So those are 3 things you can see on the blog today.
Okay, you named
Chris
3.
Convey, 1065thearch.com. But
it says best pass in Cleveland sports history.
Yeah.
It probably is.
Yeah. We implore you to put a request in for the Great Taste Gang song of the day.
1065thearch.com. It is so easy to do. And just throw it out, guys. Whatever, just follow your heart on this. Just get your request in.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
It was a little light today.
A little light today, if we're being honest. But that didn't stop Sue Savage from requesting a song. We've been talking about it quite a bit, the very specific lyrics Chris pointed out from old Christopher Cross. It's Arthur's theme, parentheses, best that you can do. It's a 3-bedroom apartment. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. on The Courtney Show. Have a great day.
You can count on Cantor. Hi, I'm Mark Cantor of Cantor Injury Law. Cantor Injury Law is local, and that's much different than the other lawyers you see advertising. You can count on Cantor to know you and your injury. Count on Cantor to know the law and how to maximize the money you win in your case. You can count on Cantor because we've been winning cases like yours for 30 years. Visit CantorInjuryLaw.com or call us at 314-628-9999.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.